It's Hilly and Hart.
Kevin, I saw this headline the other day, and it mentioned gramping. Do you know what that is?
I know what cramping is. Gramping? No, I don't.
Well, you're a grandpa, so
Yes,
I thought you might know what this is. I didn't.
Is it being a grandfather? If so, yes, I'm very familiar with it.
Well, honestly, when I saw this, I thought it was like a cross between being a grandpa and camping, like maybe going camping with your grandpa.
Like glamping,
right?
But it said gramping.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, kids, we're going to put your tent up. We're going to go gramping.
Apparently not. That's,
No, that's not it. Okay.
No, there's actually a big gathering last weekend in California near San Diego for people who are gramping.
Yes.
And that's grandparents who have found themselves raising their grandkids.
Oh, that's fairly common.
Yeah. So,
when we either parents, sometimes sadly kids are taken away from their parents, and so I know the courts immediately try to keep the kids in the family.
Right.
There it goes to the grandparents instead. But
yeah.
And sometimes it's just financial things.
Right.
So.
But I'd never heard of this before.
I'm familiar with the concept, obviously, but I've never heard it given a term. I kind of like the camping angle on it, though. See?
I kind of think I'm onto something.
Come on, guys. Let's change this to gramping, meaning you're taking the kids out to the woods, you know?
It's Hilly and Hart.
Everyone from Europe who's come over to America to check out the World Cup is obsessed with ranch dressing now, to the point where now Hidden Valley Ranch is trying to crank out TSA-approved small bottles of ranch.
Right, so you can actually take it through security and all that.
Yeah. And
this has been an ongoing discussion we've been having because our buddy Dominic King at BBC Radio Kent, we asked him, you ever heard of ranch dressing? And he tried. Apparently, what he thinks is ranch dressing is not because this is like the ranch and cowboys and no Texas.
Rick,
no, not that at all. And then he did say, "Well, now I'm familiar with. We have mayo, yeah, and ketchup, yeah." And he mentioned something called HP sauce,
which we're like, "Whoa, hold up, what's that?"
And he said, "Look it up." Well, we did. And he says it stood for Houses of Parliament. And it's sort of like similar to A1, maybe.
Like a brown-based sauce.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Virginia, who lived in the UK, filled us in. She said,
you can get Newman Ranch in the UK, but I suggest buying the packets of ranch and let them make it. That's what I did when I lived there. And HP sauce is gross.
Oh, is that what a gross face?
Yeah,
I don't have my cheaters on.
That's a yuck face.
Oh, it's a yuck face. I thought she was laughing on that. Okay. Well,
no.
So Virginia's not a fan of HP sauce.
No. But we also had a friend of ours who's a coworker said that, he and his wife are big foodies, had heard about it and ordered some. And he's like, yeah, it's not the greatest.
It does make me curious about HP sauce now. I have to tell you. Although years ago, I did have a friend from Australia sent me Vegemite. I tried that.
That's gross.
That was terrible stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't think even the ones that say they like it. But on the Newmans, see, I didn't remember that Newman's own was ranch dressing. I thought it was sort of like his own. I didn't know it was supposed to be ranch dressing. Apparently it is. I guess.
He's got a whole bunch of different varieties. I mean, like balsamic vinaigrette and all kinds of different
but one of them is
salad
ranch.
Dressings. Yeah.
Okay, see, I wasn't familiar with that. But anyway, so apparently you can get Newman's own. According to Virginia, you can get Newman's own ranch in the UK. But again, she's suggesting buying the packets of ranch and just let them make it. Thank you, Virginia. We appreciate that.
It's Hilly and Hart.
What a time at the old ballpark last night. We've been telling you about, my grandson's baseball team. He's 8 years old. Their team, by the way, is Jaguars 6'7". That's
wow.
I mean, they're sponsored. All the teams are sponsored by local companies. But his team, they had to come up with a nickname. So at the beginning of the season, he goes, the coach is like, what do you guys want to name it? Jaguars, 6'7". They're all going 6'7". So
I don't get that.
I don't either, but you're not supposed to. You're a grown-up.
Oh, geez.
It's secret only.
Do the kids get it?
In their own way, they do. I think,
what do they think it means?
I think all they know is it's something that grown-ups don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so they're Jaguars 6'7". So last night was the final game of the season. They've been aiming for an undefeated season, 9-0. And I got to tell you, throughout the season, again, these are 8-year-olds, Throughout the season, there have been a couple of times where like, they're going to lose. Oh, this is going to be the first loss of the season. No! They come back, and they win. They have pulled victory out of the jaws of defeat so many times this year. So last night, here we go again. And they only play 4 innings, again, 8-year-old.
Okay.
But it's in the 3rd inning. They come up to bat. They are trailing like 4-2, something like that. I'm like, oh, no. All of a sudden, Erin, the bats came alive. They one hit after another. Wham, wham, wham.
Well, good.
Doubles and everything. Suddenly, they are leading 9-4 as the final team comes up. And yes, they won. Undefeated season. It was, and there were so many parents and grandparents there. You would have thought it was the 7th game of the World Series. It was nuts. I've never seen the bleachers that full like that.
Did the bleachers clear out?
After the game, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, well, yeah. It wasn't like they sat there all night afterwards.
Well, no, I mean like after the big win, like the parents and grandparents rushed
rush
down.
the field and everything. No, you're not supposed to do that. So, but Coach told them what a great season they had, and of course, as yes, we've been saying, Coach had promised if you get an undefeated season, you can shave my head. Well, big celebration coming up on Sunday at the park, and yes, his head is going to be shaved.
Is he doing it himself, or is he listing the kids to do it?
The kids are doing it. The kids. Now, his wife
What
might
could
help.
possibly go wrong?
His wife might help direct it. I'm not sure.
I would hope
but then
so.
One of the other coaches, he said, you can dye my head. So we're going to have all shades of purple and yellow and green, who knows what, on his head as well. So, hey, listen.
It's going to look very Mardi Gras.
You want to talk about an incentive when you're 8 years old. There you go. Congratulations, guys. You were unbelievable.
It's Hilly and Hart.
Part of preparation to colonoscopy on Friday is I have to start a liquid diet tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Lucky you.
Oh, yeah. All the clear liquids, chicken broth and stuff like that. So last night the husband goes, so tomorrow night, what are you going to have for your last shebang? And I'm like, what? He's like, dinner. And I go, well, I'm going to be able to eat as normal, when I'm done on Friday.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but you'll be thinking about all the stuff that, you could be eating. He goes, and Hilly's going to have 15 different meals and snacks in front of you.
Something delicious. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
So for whatever reason, and I don't know why, I go, caramel corn. I want caramel corn for dinner tomorrow. I know. So,
that's like a pregnant craving or something,
I'm a bit old for that,
No, I'm
Hilly.
just saying.
So I woke up this morning and he'd gotten off work and there's a bag of caramel corn sitting there. So I'm like, yeah, I've got dinner tonight.
Dude, you're a keeper.
I know. So, yeah, don't have anything too delicious tomorrow, Hilly, okay?
I'll try.
I know. No promises.
It's Hilly and Hart.
There are American names that are dropping out of sight, disappearing. There are less and less of these. And these are names that are very common.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many are disappearing. For instance, Ruger. I know a Ruger. Rugger. They say it's barely hanging on. 96 people claim this last name as their own.
Bell is one. We know several people with the last name Bell.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently there's just 220,000, a little over 220,000 still claiming the last name Bell in America.
Another one is Woolidge. If you know a Woolidge, Wooledge. It's just 90 people who have that name. You're in very select company if your name is Woolidge.
Yeah, and Walters. It seems like a common last name.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But it decreased by 14,905.
Another one on here is Hall. Now that is so common.
Right.
But it's disappearing. So you know what? If you know any people with this name, call them or text them or let them know that, hey, we heard your name on the radio today and it's disappearing.
Yeah.
It's Hilly and Hart.
Well, there's a new Minions on the way. This is called Minions and Monsters. But the bigger news, I think, is that it's going to have George Lucas in it. He's coming out of retirement. He's going to voice a character in this thing.
How weird is this?
I don't think he's ever voiced a character in any of his movies. I might be mistaken, but
no,
I don't think he has.
So the studio behind Despicable Me, they cast George Lucas after George met their CEO. and said, you know what? I'm a big fan of the Minions.
I really like Minions. You know, my grandkids really like that too, probably,
Right.
I don't know why I make him sound like an elderly Southerner.
I don't know why you are either.
But
so, here's the deal. He might not be done with the franchise. The CEO says, yeah, George is ready to take on the role, but also wants to do another movie.
So anyway, Minions and Monsters hits theaters on July 1st with the voice of George Lucas in it.